Today on Backyard Broadheads, we're going to go over the performance of the rubbernecker from Beaver Creek Game Calls, and I'm going to give you a little recap of our season with a little bit of footage from turkey hunting. So the rubbernecker performed great. I'm also going to go over the different calls that I made on it, about 4 different calls. And with this, we were able to call 2 jakes in away from a hen, and they were kind of stacked on top of each other. You'll be able to see that footage. And my wife didn't want to hit both of them, so she tried to aim a little bit left. Now, when you try to aim a little bit left or right, for whatever reason, don't just try to aim a little bit left. Aim like 1 inch left or aim 2 inches left, whatever's appropriate, and pick out a different spot on the animal to aim at. Because when you try to aim a little bit left, it's probably going to go a little bit too much to the left, but if you pick out a spot, you should be fine.
So here is the action from whenever me and my wife went out turkey hunting. We knew that there were these 2 jakes out there and that they had a hen with them. Fortunately, we were able to sneak into the blind without them seeing us. Then with the rubbernecker from Beaver Creek Game Calls, I was able to call the 2 jakes over towards the decoys. At one point they did get like laser focused on the decoys, which is always nice. They're not looking at us, but they were very close together. My rangefinder wasn't working quite right. I should have said something to just wait a few more moments, but we knew the distance because they were right by the decoys, so they were 30 yards. She tried to aim a little bit left to not hit both of them, but she ended up just like nicking the bird with the vane. They were not injured, so a clean miss is better than a bad hit. But here is the shot, and then we'll go ahead and continue with our episode of Backyard Broadheads.
So the calls that I did with the rubbernecker, and there's like the top of the call here and the bottom down here. I only use the top all season, so I like to have those little, I don't know the proper names, but chirps into the call, because that's what I heard working for another hunter nearby. So like that. I also like to just kind of have the traditional call. Now with that, I kind of slowed down at the end. I also like to go faster at the end. So make sure they're all fast, especially at the end. And then also something to sound like a tom if you really have a tom that won't get away from a hen. That can be very effective also. So that's the rubbernecker, Beaver Creek Game Calls. So my wife had that 1 shot opportunity. I also almost had a shot opportunity, but I had the wrong mount on my camera. It made a little noise. The turkey lifted its head. You can check out that footage.
So this turkey had a pattern, one field across the woods through the food plots to the other food plots. I saw it in the one field. I drove down fast. I ran to the blind. I got ready. He ended up coming in almost perfect, but too close. My camera made a click noise, I made a movement, and he ran off. Back to Backyard Broadheads.
And then I think it saw me move and it went off to where I felt it was just too far away. So Beaver Creek Game Calls, we'll see if they come out with anything new for next year. I usually get a new turkey call every year, so thank you, Beaver Creek Game Calls. Thanks to the rubbernecker, and let me know what you'd like to see in the next episode of Backyard Broadheads.